Hello everyone, this is Vicki Verley. Thank you so much for joining me for your monthly Tarotscopes. These monthly mini readings offer a glimpse into what it's really like to have a personal consultation with me. A private reading is much more personal and in-depth. I psychically tune into your energy and get visions and impressions that are specific only to you. If you would like to order a personal reading from me, or check out some of the other products and services that I offer, you can do so by checking out the link below. And now, without further ado, on to the reading.
Gemini.
Hello Gemini. Thank you for joining me for your December of 2014 free reading. It's going to be, from now on, I think, just tarot and animal totems, because I just feel like switching gears to the astrology kind of changes it too much. It's like a different vibe, so I want to stay in the flow. I'm going to do this. I'm still going to be offering the other readings, the astrology new and full moon, so if you do like the astrology part, you can tune in for those. Okay, on we go for, this is for Gemini, December 2014. I'm also not going to talk so much while I'm laying out the cards, okay? Because I feel like that's sort of distracting and I guess messing things up is the best way of what I've come up with to describe it. But I think it's going to be better if we just lay the cards out and talk about it later. Talk about it after we've got the cards out, okay? Okay. I'm going to need one more row for the Gemini. Well, you're definitely making a decision here. Why do we need one more card down there? Two more. Two wanted to come out. Okay. You're definitely looking at some kind of decision here. And, it's one path or the other. There are two roads you can go by, but in the long run, there is still time to change the road you're on, to quote Mr. Robert Plant. And that's definitely what's showing up for you guys here. Well, let's start right up at the beginning. There's a new path. Two of Rods is always a card of we're opening up to. It's a new beginning because the sun is just rising. And 2 is a low number. So that's how we know that this is a new path for you. And you can see the future. And the future is looking pretty bright here. And also he holds the world in his hand. So he holds the world in his hand. This says that, this could be bigger than you're even thinking about now, or better than you've had in some time here. There's definitely a lot of you are going to have a new love interest too, big time. That's what this is. 2 of Rods, it's a partnership, lovers. This is all talking about some kind of relationship. If it is a relationship, 2 of Rods is a great card for that, because 2 of Rods talks about, we're really friends. And this is the thing that's going to give you longevity in a relationship, if you're really friends. The lovers thing, the honeymoon period, that's all great and good, but then when that sort of dies down, what are you left with? Do you even like this person? Do you even have anything in common? Do your life paths coincide with theirs, or can it? Sometimes I want to go here and you want to go there. Not going to happen. Your life paths have to kind of line up together to walk forward together. So that's something. 2 of Rods is a key card in relationships. It's not a cup card. It's more about just, can we be a successful partnership? Can we work it out together? Do our life paths go in the same direction? Do our visions of the future, where we want to go in life, coincide together? That's a big thing. Sometimes that's the thing that'll break a relationship. It could be somebody new for a lot of you, because the 6 of Cups in reverse says it's nobody from... Normally I would just say it's nobody from the past. It's going to be a new person. But it also talks about we're just not going to go back and do that same thing again, in general. That can apply on so many levels, That could be, I'm going to make a new path. And it can be, if you're looking for somebody new, it's going to say it's nobody that you know already. It's going to be somebody completely new that you've never met. Okay, that's one of the things it could say. Could also talk about, though, it's like, hey, how's that working out for you? I've been divorced twice, and how the way you approach your relationship, how's that working out for you? A lot of times we get in the mode of we're going to blame them. Well, they were a jerk, they were this, they were that. You had a part in it. You had some part in it. And I'm not trying to be mean or call you out, but just address that. And we want to do things in a different way. Maybe it is the same relationship you've been in, but you've just made some changes and some choices. That we're not going to do things like that anymore. That's not getting us anywhere. You know, we're going to... this feels so much like falling in love, though. So if you're in a relationship, maybe you are going to fall in love again with the same person. But I think for a lot of you, we might have some new love stuff coming in here. And then the Emperor shows there. The Emperor is somebody in a position of power, authority, and the upright position is not negative. If it's in reverse, it'd be like, oh God, this person is very dominating, controlling. All the negative things that we do associate with the Emperor card would apply, right? Upright position, not so much. It's a fair and just ruler. It's somebody who has power and authority, but not overcome by it. You know, this thing on his shoulder is really standing out to me. Boy, I can't even make out what it is. The thing on the shoulder is standing out to me. You know, so maybe what the first thing that comes to mind to me is, I want to say the general, or you know, people in the military have these. That's how you tell your stripes and all that stuff, right? So maybe it's somebody who's in the military, has something that might have something to do with it, or maybe it could just be anything. Maybe they have a clothing line and their emblem is on their, you know, on their shoulder. I don't know, but you know, take it for what it's worth. This shoulder thing was standing out to me. So yeah. But what I was feeling more like, you can't believe that this person is, you're with them. Like in your mind, this person could be of higher standing than you. And what I'm here to tell you is that no, just because maybe they have more money or material wealth than you does not mean that you are not a good partner with them. Does not mean that maybe you guys had a soul contract, because I think you did. See, there's I'm going to just say it, you know, there's more stuff down here now that I look about not going back to the past. And there's a lot of stuff here about this other person here that was negative, that there was this karmic tie to. This is a fabulous card, and it's a very powerful card. But however, when it shows in reverse, I always look at what this horn is pointing to, right? When it's in reverse and it's pointing at this guy, it says it was a horrible experience that you had to endure because it was a karmic lesson. Karmic relationships are good or ill. They're not always... so it's like, you know, you learn this lesson. And I want to say moon in reverse, too. That's not a great sign to be around this stuff. This person was maybe a drug addict, alcoholic, lied. Moon is not in reverse, is not being right in reality, not really being in reality. So are you escaping reality through drugs and alcohol, or are you not telling the truth, therefore you're making up stories and it's not in reality? It's for negative. And this person probably wasn't so good with money. Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So you've had to go with this other person. And it's like you can either stay with them or go another. Have you not, you know, could be a case of, these are all the guys I ever dated, or both my ex-husbands, if there was, you know, we're both this way, both alcoholics and blew all the money, you know, whatever. I'm not saying that it's exactly that thing, but it could be just all, whatever this negativity is. It is a karmic lesson that you had to learn. So you have accomplished that. You don't need to stay in that mode. Or maybe this is even your father or whoever, somebody else, not your love partner. You had to experience that. You don't have to experience it anymore. You're free to move on. And Star is not encouraging you to stay in this mode. You got two of the biggest heavy hitters as far as soul contract, life path, all this stuff. They're both here. Star and Judgment. Angelic forces are at work. The highest, your higher self, your oversoul, whatever you want to talk about it. And both are in reverse. So when these cards show in reverse, often it tells us that we've been off our path. And that happens, you know, we get off our path. Or we were sucked into this situation, like I said earlier, because of some soul lesson we had to learn, but it doesn't mean you got to stay there forever. So there's a time for a shift, there's a time for a change, it's a time for not going back to the old ways anymore. Sun is shining, man. So there's something about you really coming into your own here. And when Sun and Lover is in the same spread, that's phenomenal. This is I'm over the moon in love, and then you got Wish card and 7 of Cups here. I mean, that's sweet. Really sweet. Seven of Cups is my dreams coming in reality, and if it is about love and relationships, it talks about, well, I want to meet somebody who this, and this, all your qualifications. And it can't be like, I want to get Joe Blow back here, okay? I mean, you can do that, and you can stay stuck in this forever. But it's more like, okay, Joe Blow must have had some, I'll call him Joe Blow, but that's what my mom used to say for, Tom, Dick, and Harry, Joe Blow. So Joe Blow must have had some kind of good qualities, so pick those out. Well, boy, he was, whatever, Pentacles, what would that be? He was a good gardener. I like to garden. Instead of saying, I want Joe Blow, just find those good things. And then the things about him that weren't good, so say Joe Blow was a good gardener, but he was an alcoholic. And say, well, I want somebody who's a good gardener, who is sober. Don't say not an alcoholic or not anything. What's the opposite of the bad? Find those bad qualities and turn it around to what you actually do want. Or was a liar. So Joe Blow is a good gardener, he's sober, he tells the truth and has integrity, Instead of saying he's not a liar, he's not an alcoholic, say he's sober, whatever it might be. Don't say he's not anything, or she. Say he is, this is what I want. Ask the universe. Because they're around, but they're just, you're not going down the right road here with that, or you haven't in the past. I think there's some opportunities for you to do this right now. The other thing that's happening is you're getting some kind of offer outside of the norm, of your norm, or unconventional. Feels like this could be career related, and I think you should go for it. Or a side project, or a side job, or a side creative thing involving this other person who's representing as Queen of Rods, which would be fire, Leo, Aries, or Sag, but could also be occurring in the time of Sagittarius, which we are in Sagittarius until the 23rd of December. So before the 23rd of December, somebody may come forward with some kind of offer that's a little out of the ordinary, a little bit out of the norm, and it seems like it could be a good thing for you. Okay, let's go ahead and shuffle these cards and ask Great Spirit to reveal the Animal Totem card for December 2014 for Gemini. It says bee. Busy as a bee. Fertility and spiritual choice is what the card says on it. I'm going to give you my spin on it. As always, I encourage you to look this up a little more on your own. Stay tuned for my interpretation of the animal totem, as well as some new things I'm going to be introducing and I'm going to tell you about in a minute. Be right back. The first thing that comes to mind with bee energy is the old saying, busy as a bee, and you may be extremely busy during this time frame if bee has come into your cards today. Working hard is good, but it's important to stop and taste the sweet nectar in life and the honey in life. So it can also tell us that maybe you're working too hard. Bees are intricately connected with fertility. So if any of you are trying to procreate, this could be a very fertile time. But it could apply to other areas of your life. And it could be telling you that projects that you have been working on are going to be bearing fruit. Here, before we go, I want to talk a little bit about some new things that I'm offering, including a year ahead video reading, personal reading. But before we do that, I wanted to show you some of this new art stuff that I've been getting into. I've been really into working with my hands, and I've got this idea for these. It's your personal chart, like the mandalas are. It's based on your chart, and it does involve the aspect lines, but it's just made of like metallic material, metallic wire. And this is like the old string art from the 70s, but it's made of metal wire. And it's cool, and it's like the edges are like some sort of energy vortex, and then your chart is in the middle. And it's going to be available in a couple different color themes. You can have choose your color of the outer ring. This is a copper one that we've pictured here. I'm also going to have a silver toned one and a brass one. And then, of course, the inside I'll be doing your planets. And no two will be alike. It's personalized art. And then on the back I do a sticker which says the date, when it was created, and who it was created for, and their birthday and everything. And then I do date it and sign it on the back. So it's a one-of-a-kind art by me. It's dimensional art, and it's made of metal. So that would be a really cool gift for somebody. It's about 8-9 inches in diameter. It's made of wood and wire, made of metal. So it's pretty cool. If you'd like to get one for yourself, or Order one for be a great Christmas present for somebody who is a holiday gift for somebody who's into astrology. And you can find that on the tapestry page. And then the next thing is, a lot of people have been asking me if I do video readings, and I have shied away from that just because of the upload time and everything involved. But I think I'm going to do a limited time offer for the year ahead for 2015. This will be the spread of it. And what I'll do is like the first 3 months, the second 3 months, third 3 months, and then the last 3 months of the year coming ahead. And they'll, of course, not look like this. It'll be flipped over. It'll be just like I do the readings that you see on the videos. It'll be just like that. I haven't decided. It'll be a private leaf just for you. I haven't decided how I'm going to accomplish that. I may end up even starting another channel just for that. And then you'd be sent a private link, or maybe I'll upload it and you can download it off my site. I'll figure that out by the time these videos go live. And that'll also be available on the Tapestry Life order page, where I have everything for the time being. And of course, if you're watching these videos to learn how to read tarot, this would be the study guide. This is my book, Tarot in the Modern World. It's available on Amazon, and you can find the links below. And it gives like really nice, easy to understand descriptions, just like I do. Upright and reverse, and I give a little poem to kind of memorize it. It's sort of a beginner book, but more advanced people might end up getting something out of it. I give how you relate it to other cards, as I do in the readings. And again, this would also be a kind of a cool gift too. You can order it right off Amazon if somebody's interested in tarot or wanting to learn tarot. It's inexpensive, and it's pretty much covers all the bases. I want to thank you all and don't forget to check out some of my other channels, the Green Glen, the children's channel, and my music channel as well. And I definitely want to thank you all for liking and sharing and commenting on my videos and subscribing. And for all of you who have ordered readings, I want to thank you as well. I met a lot of new people through YouTube, picked up a lot of new clients booking readings with me, which is, I love doing that, meeting new people. Thank you for sharing my videos and liking and donating. You know, I do these free videos, and I rely on the donations to cover my time on it, which can be, you know, quite a bit of time put into these, but you know, it's a labor of love too, as well as on the Tapestry of Life mandalas is another labor of love of mine, based on the astrological aspects of your chart, and it's personalized art as well. I want to remind you all that you are love and beauty incarnate, and have a great holiday season, and I'll see you in the new year.